easy call to keep this drive alive.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. The run inside. It's Johnson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Running inside, it's Johnson. Got room at the 35. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The handoff to Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The relentless emptying of the playbook on this opening drive has now finally hit a wall. It's 3rd and long. He stopped right at the 15-yard line, needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down?
And that's a big 3rd down stop for this defense, but they can't relax, right? They've done this a couple of times already, and they've converted 2 for 2 on 4th down. So this team's got to be ready. They got to be physical on this 4th down, and they got to get a stop. They've gotten to this point. They just haven't been able to close the door.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Gators offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes a workhorse in this offense, Jaden Baugh. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. They'll move the wide receiver. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. And the Gators want to move quickly.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to Ball. Could be an alley. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The run inside. It's Johnson. Maybe a crease. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Run in the red zone, it's Davidson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Running inside, it's Davidson. Crosses the 10. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's ball. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Gators will hustle to the line.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gators, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Gators have their offense in high gear.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Takes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Florida.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. It's
going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
There's a crease. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll run the option. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Owls looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now over to your game inside the swamp. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
The Gators head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Nice.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign.
Snags it and he's open. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Toss sweep to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Gators in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it on the counter. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Running inside, it's Davidson.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Tigers will try to move the chains on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes it past the marker. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them a 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Got a little grass.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, it's Haynes. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Haynes. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Great job by the defense to force this 4th down, but a field goal would make it a 2-possession game. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Maybe some room here. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Handoff for Ball. There's a little room there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Here's Jaden one more time. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gator! The Gators answer right back.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Clemson set up with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout in 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Trying to do it on the ground. Finding some room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. The clock winds down with the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game, and tackled there by the defense.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, gotta have it here. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Looking for more room. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Well, we're in the fourth quarter. Everybody's tired, but these big fellas up front, they are still going to work. I know the ball was incomplete, but he had all day to throw that.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.